Hello dear students, welcome back to my channel. This is Srinivas sir and you are watching Sri9 Teaching YouTube channel. In this video I am going to explain the important questions in the subject biology of 10th class in the 6th chapter, because in the previous video I made the important questions up to 5 chapters for the Telangana board examinations, SSC examinations. Now somebody asked, or some students asked, to tell important questions in the 6th chapter. So that's why here I am going to explain the important topics, nothing but important points, as well as the important questions only in the 6th chapter of biology class 10th. Okay, now if you want the model papers or any important questions, you can search in my channel in the headings playlist, because I made model papers for the public examinations of SSC 2022 as well as the important questions also. So you can search and find the important questions video or the model papers for all the subjects of 10th class. Okay, now let us start the important questions of the chapter 6 of biology class 10th. Okay, now here, dear students, now the 6th chapter of biology is the chapter 6, reproduction, the generating system. Now in this, first we will discuss the important topics, important points, then after we go to the important questions, right? Now here, as well as you learnt in 8th class also, the reproduction is very important chapter. Especially in this chapter, the main questions we expect from the more about the plants, more than human beings. The questions are coming from reproduction in plants. Okay, because the main aim is to improve or to develop the agricultural yield. Hence we hope or we expect the questions regarding plants, reproduction in plants. Okay, even though we have to touch all the topics, all the main points you have to read, so that you can write on your own. Okay, now here you see the reproduction. See, let us see the activity 1. So here the formation of bacterial colony in milk. Here is some activity, very easy, so and also very important. So here the question may ask, how do you test the reproduction or the generation of the bacteria? Giving one example, explain with an activity. So such question may ask. So you can read this activity and you can write on your own. So what is the conclusion of this activity means? We will note that here within an hour, so here the bacteria will get doubled or tripled, means there is an increase in number of bacteria. It is nothing but the bacteria is reproduced. This is one important activity, it may be asked. Okay, now here in this chapter we find that the reproduction is of 2 types. One is asexual mode of reproduction, reproduction, and the second one is sexual mode of reproduction. So what is the meaning of asexual? Here generally in reproduction, the male and female cells combine to form zygote. In turn it will form a new baby or a new plant or new organism, right? Now in asexual mode of reproduction, only one type of cells involved in the reproduction of the next generation, right? So here there are some types of asexual mode of reproduction. This is very, very important. The question may be asked like this: explain the different modes or different kinds of asexual reproduction. So in this one, here we find the fission and the budding, fragmentation, and parthenogenesis. So parthenogenesis is very important. So these are the types you have to concentrate. You have to read once and understand, and you can easily write on your own. Okay, so first is fission, second is budding, third is fragmentation, and fourth is parthenogenesis, right? Yeah. Now coming to regeneration. So this is one small example question may be asked regarding regeneration. Now coming to in plants, the another type of asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation. Some unique question will be asked. Explain the vegetative propagation giving examples. So hence this is also one of the important topic in the reproduction. Okay, so means what are the stages in vegetative reproduction? On the screen you can see. Now coming to the types of propagations. So here this is artificial propagation. Okay, so we can do the artificial propagation by means of the different kinds. So the one of them is first cutting, second is layering, third is grafting. Okay, these are the types. And next spore formation. So these four are very important in artificial propagation. This comes under vegetative propagation only, but it is artificial. So what is that? Cutting, layering, grafting, and spore formation, right? Now coming to here a lab activity regarding spore formation. See, here the question may be asked regarding this. What are the types of spore formation? Okay, on which substances you can find the spore formation of reproduction? Such question may be asked. Okay, and here the lab activity you can see, to prepare temporary slide of a rhizopus, one of the spore formation. Okay, so in this one, if you read this lab activity, the question definitely may come regarding how do you prepare temporary slide of rhizopus. Explain the material required and procedure. Such question may be asked. Okay, right. Coming to now, till here the asexual reproduction is over. Now sexual reproduction. So as I have told you, in this the sexual reproduction, both male and female cells involved to produce egg or the next organism, right? Now this is a sexual reproduction. In this one, reproduction in placental mammals, that is especially human beings. So here regarding human reproduction, questions, how the question comes means generally nowadays means since the syllabus is changed, here we can expect the figures, means diagrams only are asked from the human reproduction. So that's why you have to practice the diagrams of male reproductive system as well as the one of them is the sperm. The sperm is produced by the men, not female. Male produce the sperm. So here the sperm, the question may be asked, what is the importance of sperm? Explain with the diagram. Okay, such question may be asked, very easy and important also. Now coming to female reproductive system, here also diagram may be asked, or some short questions may be asked, write about fallopian tubes or write about ovaries of female reproductive system. Okay, so if you read once and you can understand, means you can write on your own, because this is related to our daily life, isn't it? But the thing is, the problem is you have to remember the terminology. So the main problem the students face while writing the examinations is terminology. So you have to practice the terminology. It means that you can easily write the answers. Okay, right. Now coming to explain the uterus. Explain the uterus. Such question may come. Now coming to, yes, in childbirth, what changes take place when zygote is formed? After formation of zygote, explain the stages of childbirth. Okay, such question may be asked, but that is not much important, I hope. Now coming to sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So the reproduction of flower is very important. You have to practice the diagram as well as the parts of the flower as well as the functions of the parts of flower, especially pollination, self-pollination or artificial pollination, and coming to observation of pollen grains and the structure of the ovule in the case of flowers, or structure of gynoecium. Question may be asked, explain the gynoecium or ovule of the flower. Now coming to fertilization, explain the fertilization of fertilization in flowers. Okay, so fertilization is nothing but the process of mixing of male and female cells to form zygote, isn't it? Right. Or egg, the formation of egg cell. Right, that is called fertilization. Now coming to, till here flower. After fermentation, what happens? The seed are formed. From the seed, again the plants regenerate, right? So from the seed germination here, how the plants get germinated from the seed germination already you learnt in 6th class. When you plant this thing small seed in soil, what happens? A small plant comes up and it grows, right? So such diagram you have practiced. The same thing is here. You can just read and write the diagram, maybe ask life cycle of flowering plant. Okay, this is one of the important thing. Yes, actually in the old syllabus cell division was there in 9th class, but it is placed, or it is given in this chapter. The cell division means what is the meaning of cell division? See, after formation of the egg get devised, means it will be divided into multicellular organism because it has to grow, isn't it? So how it happens? So that is also one of the important topic in here. Here the types of cell divisions may be asked. So cell division in human beings. Yeah, these are the phases. If you see cell cycle, explain the cell cycle or phases of cell cycle. This is also one of the important question may come for essay type questions. Okay. And okay. Yes, the write the or the draw the diagram of mitosis. So there are two types of cell divisions, mitosis and meiosis, isn't it? So you better practice the diagrams along with the names, phases of the mitosis: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Right? These are the important things. I think you know this. Now coming to table is important. See. In examinations, one type of question will be given for essay questions, that is table will be given and questions will be asked depending on the table, isn't it? So that's why tables are also important. You must learn and remember. Okay, the table regarding mitosis. Coming to meiosis, process of meiosis. This is also important. You better learn. Now coming to reproduction, reproductive health. So there are some systems how to stop child marriage. Yes, the important thing is, will you encourage child marriage? So what are the consequences if the marriage is what are the consequences of child marriages? Very important question. Definitely it will come. Okay, be focused. Regarding AIDS, what is HIV? How birth control method? What are the birth control methods? Right? Fighting against social ills. Teenage motherhood. Teenage motherhood is nothing but gets because of early child marriages. Right? Okay. So this is the end of the chapter. So please be focused on the last pages. Okay. Now these are the important points. Now let us go to the questions. Let us see the questions. Here, why do fish and frog produce a huge number of eggs each year? So on this one, I get one question, that is, why can't we control the production of mosquitoes? The general question may be asked, isn't it? Why can't or why we are not able to control or decrease the population of mosquitoes? Such question may be asked. Okay, that is related to the first question. Now coming to give examples and explain what is meant by external fertilization. Yeah, this is also important. So first and second also important. Write the differences between grafting layering, stamen and carpel. So here grafting layering are the some methods, isn't it? Yeah, if you learn the methods, then you can write easily the differences. Okay. Now the fourth one, very important, explain the process of fertilization in plants. Very, very important. Now fifth one, you see, as I already told you, what are the different modes of asexual reproduction? Cite them with examples. So you have to write with examples. Okay, that is the fifth one. And coming to sixth, in what ways does sexual reproduction differs from asexual one? State at least three reasons. Okay, the differences between sexual and sexual reproduction. Here we have to write the three reasons. Okay, this is also important question for 4 marks. Now coming to the eighth one is very important. The menstrual cycle prepares the uterus for a fertilized egg. How long is an average menstrual cycle from start to finish? Very, very important question. That is eighth one. Okay, please remember this. Now coming to ninth one, when the fetus is growing inside the uterus, it needs nutrients. What provides these nutrients? This is short answer type question, important. Yes, coming to the 11th one. 11th one, what is the job of the amniotic sac? Important, very important. Okay, coming to what are the advantages of sexual reproduction is also important. Yes, coming to 14th is very, very important. Write the differences between mitosis and meiosis. This is very important essay type question. Okay. Now 15th, what happens to the wall of the uterus during menstruation? So this is also one of the important questions. Yes, 16th also important for 2 or 4 marks question. All unicellular organisms undergo only mitotic cell division during favorable conditions. Do you support this statement? Why? So please focus on this one for 2 marks or 4 marks. Now coming to, so 17, 18, 19 you can leave, not that much important. Yes, 21st, make a flowchart to show the cell cycle and explain the cell division, describing different stages of mitosis. Yeah, I explained in the main points. Now also it came important, right? Now 22nd, draw a neat label diagrams of male and female reproductive system of plant, not human beings. Be careful. This is draw neat label diagrams of male and female reproductive system of a plant. Be careful. Now 23rd, observe the following part of the flowering plant. Prepare a note. That is figure. Yes, flowering of plant. Okay, that is not much important. That is one type of project. Okay, that is not needed here. Now 24th, prepare a flowchart to explain the process of sexual reproduction in the plants. This is important. Now 25th, draw a neatly labeled diagram to explain the plant fertilization. Write few points on pollen grains. Very important question. This is okay. Now coming to 26 is important. What would be the consequences if there is no meiosis in organisms that reproduce sexually? Important. Now the most important thing is 28th and 29th. Definitely they'll come. What precautions will you take to keep away from various sexually transmitted diseases like HIV/AIDS? Okay. And 29th is also very, very important. The very important question 29th, conduct a seminar on child marriages and feticide. So here the question may also come like this. What precautions or what measures do you take to stop child marriages or early child marriages? Such question may be asked. Okay, you can write on your own. Now in this one, the multiple choice questions also very important. You can see in the textbook. Okay, and you can prepare. So here these are the main or very important questions and the points just now we explained. Okay, so at least if you learn these questions and answers, definitely you can attempt or you can write all the questions in the chapter 6. If they are given from the chapter 6, you can easily write in the examinations. Okay, I hope it is very useful to you. If so, please like my video, share this to your friends, and also please subscribe my channel for the next videos, even for all the subjects, not only the lessons but also important questions and all model papers. And if you have doubts or anything, you can comment, you can write in comments so that easily I can give you the reply Even whatever the problems you have, I can clarify in the next coming videos. So stay tuned to my channel, that is Sri9 Teaching. Thank you for watching.